Girl, after today, you won't need to binge any more mindset or manifestation videos because this is the one that's going to click for you. Lucky Girl Syndrome isn't just a trend. It's a way of seeing yourself and your life that creates a whole new reality. If you apply what I'm about to teach you, 2026 will not look like any other year you've lived. It'll feel lighter, more aligned, and honestly, more extraordinary. Now, if you're returning, welcome back. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Tiffany, and I make content all about becoming the best version of yourself. Now, if that sounds like your vibe, girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you. Let's get into it. And just for context, I don't believe in luck. I believe in mindset, alignment, blessings, and divine timing. But I'm leaning into the language of Lucky Girl Syndrome today so I can show you what it actually means beneath the surface. So stay with me. Lucky Girl Syndrome is the mindset that everything always works out for you. It's the belief that no matter what's happening, even if it looks messy or uncertain, things are actually unfolding exactly the way they're supposed to. And ultimately, they're working in your favor. Now I know when people hear the word lucky, they think coincidence or chance. Like someone just gets everything without working for it. But that's not what this is about. Lucky Girl Syndrome has nothing to do with luck and everything to do with mindset, self-belief, and energy. When you start thinking this way, your entire perspective shifts. You stop expecting the worst and start expecting the best. You stop asking, why does this always happen to me? And start saying, this must be happening for me. And that one change in attitude changes how you show up, how you speak, and what you attract. People that have Lucky Girl Syndrome are not just sitting around waiting for blessings to fall out the sky. They're walking around expecting for good things to happen. And because of that belief, they move differently. They take chances. They speak up. They go after opportunities instead of talking themselves out of them. And because they're operating from faith instead of fear, things start aligning for them. Now, when I first heard about Lucky Girl Syndrome, I honestly thought it was another trendy internet thing. But when I really looked deeper into it, I realized it's rooted in something real. It's mindset work. It's the same principle as manifestation, faith, and positive psychology all wrapped in one. The moment you start believing that you are guided, you are favored, that things are always working for your highest good, that's when your life starts to shift. Because the truth is, your mindset sets the tone for everything that happens next. So when we talk about Lucky Girl Syndrome, what we're really talking about is mental alignment. It's choosing to believe that life is happening for you, not to you, and walking in that energy until your reality matches it. Now here's the thing, your belief system is powerful. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe you deserve. If you believe life is hard, that good things don't happen for people like you, or that you have to struggle to get ahead, your mind will find evidence to prove that true. Your brain is always looking for validation of what you believe. But when you start believing, I'm favored, I'm chosen, and things are always working out for me, something amazing happens. Your brain starts noticing proof of that instead. You'll catch yourself in the right place at the right time. You'll meet people who open doors for you. You'll start seeing signs and opportunities that you were blind to before. Simply because now you expect good things to happen. It's not delusion, it's direction. You're not pretending life is perfect. You're choosing to focus your mind on what's possible instead of what's problematic. Let me give you an example. Imagine two women, right? Let's call them Gwyneth and Dolores. Now, Gwyneth is the girl who embodies Lucky Girl Syndrome without even trying. She's grounded, she's optimistic, and she truly expects good things to happen for her. Now, Dolores, bless her heart. Now, she means well now, but she leans into stress, doubt, and worst case scenarios. She could be a Gwyneth, but that inner dialogue keeps dragging her back. And to all the real Dolores watching, not too much on me. I'm using the names for storytelling purposes only. Now Dolores wakes up every morning saying, I'm so unlucky. Nothing ever works out for me. She's rushing to work, she's stuck in traffic, she's frustrated, and she keeps telling herself, of course this will happen to me. She walks into her day already expecting things to go wrong. And because that's her focus, that's all she sees. Even when something good happens, she downplays it and says, yeah, that's cool, but it won't last. Now Gwyneth, on the other hand, practices what we call Lucky Girl Syndrome. She wakes up saying, today gonna be a great day. Everything is gonna work out in my favor. When she hits traffic, she tells herself, maybe this is saving me from being in the wrong place at the wrong time. When her day doesn't go as planned, she trusts that there's a bigger reason. And because she believes she's favored, she naturally carries herself with more peace, confidence, and gratitude. So when a new opportunity pops up, like her boss offering her a project, or someone inviting her to an event, she says yes. She's open, she's receptive, and she's ready. And because of that mindset, more lucky things keep happening for her. Now, the only difference between Dolores and Gwyneth isn't their circumstances, it's their belief system. One believes she's unlucky, so she blocks her own blessings. The other believes she's guided, so she tracks alignment. And that's the power of belief. When you expect good things, you magnetize them. When you believe you're lucky, you start to live like you are. And honestly, at the rate Dolores is going, homegirl could use a self-care intervention ASAP. Because sometimes upgrading your mood starts with upgrading your routine. Which reminds me, I want to share how you can get up to 50% off Foreo products with their Black Friday deals, plus an exclusive 35% off code just for my community. So if you've been waiting for the right time to shop, this is it. One of the things that has genuinely taken my self-care to the next level and helped me show up as the most aligned, peaceful version of myself is the FAQ 202 LED mask by Foreo. And I want to thank Foreo for sponsoring today's video. Now, what makes this mask so special is that it uses 8 different LED wavelengths, including NIR. So it targets everything from fine lines and wrinkles to dullness, redness, uneven skin tone, all of it. Plus, it's ultra lightweight, it's wireless, and made with this soft flexi-fit silicone that actually molds to your face. So you get even light coverage no matter your face shape. Now, I usually will pop it on for 10 minutes after cleansing. And here's the part I love. I can still multitask. I can read a book, plan my content, journal, whatever. And my skin still comes out smoother, softer, and noticeably more radiant. It feels like a full spa treatment at home. And my skin has absolutely been thanking me for it. And because it's Black Friday, Foreo has some insane deals happening right now. And on top of that, they gave me a code for an additional 35% off almost all Foreo products. That means you could save up to 50% off. And this is honestly the best time of year to invest in your skin. So if you've been wanting to level up your routine, treat yourself, or get a gift for someone else, now's the time to do it. I'll have everything linked below in the description along with your discount. See, even Dolores could turn her whole day around with a little self-care. And that's the thing about Lucky Girl Syndrome. When you feel good, you attract better. Now, there's actually some science behind all of this. Our brains have something called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS. And this is basically a filter for your mind. It decides what information is important and what isn't, and it filters everything through what you believe. So when you start telling yourself, I'm so blessed, good things are always happening for me, I attract opportunities, your RAS starts looking for proof of that. It highlights the people, places, ideas, and moments that match the story you're telling yourself. And here's the wild part. Those opportunities were already there. You just weren't tuned into them before. Think about it like this. Have you ever decided that you wanted a certain car, and suddenly you started seeing that car everywhere? The car didn't magically multiply overnight. Your awareness expanded. That's exactly how Lucky Girl Syndrome works. You're not creating new blessings out of thin air. You're aligning your vision so you can finally see the blessings that were always around you. And then there's the energetic side. When your mindset shifts, your energy shifts too. You carry yourself differently. You speak with more confidence. You show up with more calmness. And people feel that. Your energy becomes magnetic. Think about it. People want to help someone who radiates positivity. Opportunities flow to people who seem open, grateful, and aligned. You don't chase, you attract. When you're in a negative mindset, your energy closes you off. You're guarded, you're doubtful, stressed, and the world responds to that. But when you're in a lucky mindset, you're open, receptive, and expectant. And that openness brings in more of what you want. So yes, there is science behind it. And yes, there is energy behind it. Both work together. This is why your thoughts matter so much. This is why your beliefs matter so much. That's why the phrase, what you focus on expands, is so real. Because your brain, your energy, and your actions all start aligning with the story you're telling yourself. Now, if you want to become that lucky girl, you gotta start reprogramming your inner dialogue. Your self-talk is the foundation. It's the voice that either walks you into your future or keeps you stuck in your past. The words you speak, even those little throwaway comments that you think don't matter, are shaping your reality. So if you are constantly saying things like, nothing ever goes right for me, your mind is going to look for proof of that. But girl, when you flip it, even if you don't fully believe it yet, and start saying, I don't see it yet, but things are working out for me, your brain shifts, your energy shifts, your attitude shifts. Let's go back to the example of Gwyneth and Dolores. Now, they both love coffee, okay? I love coffee too. Anyway, now Gwyneth walks into Starbucks and they are out of her usual drink. But does she panic? She says, okay, that just means I need to switch it up and try something different today. And boom, she tries a new drink and she loves it. And it becomes a new favorite. Now Dolores walks into that same Starbucks, hears they're out of her drink and immediately goes, of course, you will be out of my drink. She orders something else, hates it, and then says, figures, just my luck. Same situation, different self-talk, completely different experience. Or picture Gwyneth going to a job interview, right? Now she nervous, but she keep hyping herself up. I'm qualified, and they'll be lucky to have me. Something good gonna come from this. Even if she doesn't get the job, she genuinely believes it's because it's something better around the corner. And that mindset keeps her open to new opportunities. Meanwhile, your girl Dolores is in her car before the interview saying, they probably not gonna pick me anyway. I never get chosen. So she walks in already defeated, already shrinking, already cutting herself off. And guess what? Her energy matches her belief. Here's the thing. Gwyneth is not luckier. She's intentional. Dolores is not cursed. She's conditioned her mind to accept disappointment. You gotta start catching yourself in the moment those negative thoughts start creeping in. Pause. Breathe. Flip it. Your words are energy. And what you speak repeatedly becomes what you experience consistently. When you change the conversation you have with yourself, you change the direction of your entire life. And by the way, I didn't just randomly pick the names Gwyneth and Dolores. Their meanings actually represent the exact energies I'm comparing in this video. Gwyneth means good fortune, happiness, and the state of being favored. That's literally lucky girl energy in one word. And Dolores means sorrow or pain, which perfectly matches the mindset of someone who always expects things to go wrong. So when I use Gwyneth and Dolores throughout this video, I'm not talking about real people. I'm talking about two very real mindsets that we all fall into at some point. Now, another big part of Lucky Girl Syndrome is learning how to let go. You can't hold on tight, micromanage everything, stress every detail, and then expect life to flow. When you're constantly worried, checking the clock, or trying to control every outcome, you're actually blocking your blessings. Lucky girls understand something powerful. Your job is to believe. The timing is not your job. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust that what's meant for you won't miss you, even if it takes a detour to get there. Because when you finally relax, your life has room to align. And the truth is, the things you're chasing might already be on its way. You just have to stop resisting it. Let's bring back our two girls, Gwyneth and Dolores, because detachment looks very different for each of them. Now, Gwyneth applies for a job and sends her resume with confidence. After that, she lets it go. She like, if it's mine, it's mine. She goes on with her day, lights a candle, watches her shows and chills. She knows she did her part and she trusts the rest. And guess what? She gets a call 2 days later. Not because she obsessed over it, but because she gave it space to unfold. Meanwhile, Dolores submits her resume and instantly opens her email every 7 minutes like she work in the HR department. She refreshing the page, checking spam, checking her phone, checking her laptop. She's stressed, she's tense, she's overthinking. And because she's so anxious, she convinces herself it's not happening. before the company even finishes reviewing applications. Or picture dating. Now Gwyneth sends one text and then carries on with her life. She's pouring into herself, she's busy, and she's unbothered. Dolores, on the other hand, sends the same text and immediately turns into a detective for the FBI. Why hasn't he responded? He posted a story, he was online, I know he saw it. She's analyzing everything except the truth, which is that her worth is not tied to a timestamp. Here's the difference. Gwyneth trusts timing. Dolores tries to control timing. And when you're trying to control everything, you leave no room for alignment. No room for God to move in your life. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about caring without clinging. It's about saying, I've done my part, and I trust the rest will come to me when it's supposed to. That's the energy that makes you lucky. That's the energy that puts you in flow. Now, before you can attract better, you gotta start noticing what's already good. Gratitude is the secret sauce. If Lucky Girl Syndrome had one non-negotiable ingredient, this would be it. When you focus on what's already working in your life, you naturally attract more of it. And I'm not talking about grand, dramatic blessings. I mean the simple, everyday things we overlook. Every morning, I want you to write down 3 things that went right the day before. Even if it's as small as, I made it through the day. Or, my coffee tastes good as hell. When you start noticing the good, your brain starts scanning for more good. It starts looking for good stuff. You're training your mind to look for blessings, not problems. And that alone can make you feel so much luckier. Let me show you the difference by using our 2 favorite girls, Gwyneth and Dolores. Now, Gwyneth wakes up and immediately finds something to be grateful for. Thank you for another day. Thank you for peace. Thank you for my warm bed. Thank you for the good energy I felt yesterday. She's grateful for the little things, and because of that, she walks through her day with softness, openness, and joy. Now, Dolores wakes up, looks around and says, man, I gotta get up. She stubs her toe on the edge of the bed and goes, see, I can't get a break. She gets to her car, her gas light is on, and says, of course the gas light is on. Figures. She's not noticing the blessings. She's only noticing the inconveniences. Now, here's the funny thing. Gwyneth and Dolores might have had the exact same day. Gwyneth sees the blessings. Dolores sees the problems. Gwyneth gets a good parking spot and says, see, look at God. Dolores gets the same parking spot and goes, finally, something right happened. Gwyneth gets her favorite snack on sale and says, thank you for these discounts. Dolores sees the same sale and says, it's probably almost expired. It's the mindset. It's the focus. It's what you choose to see. When you practice daily gratitude, you shift your energy into abundance. You're telling the universe, I see the good, I appreciate the good, send more. And you will be amazed at how much luckier you feel when you start noticing everything that's already going right for you. Now, if you're still watching at this point, go ahead and drop this emoji in the comments. If you're officially tired of being a Dolores, and you're ready to step into your soft, centered Gwyneth era. Let's pause here for a moment and get into some affirmations. The kind that reshape your inner dialogue and pull you into that aligned, everything is working for me energy. Everything always works out in my favor. I'm always in the right place at the right time. Good things are always happening to me. I attract opportunities effortlessly. I'm divinely guided and protected. Blessings flow to me and through me. I deserve good things, and I allow them in. Say them in the mirror, write them in your journal. Whisper them while you're cleaning or while you're driving. Whatever works for you. The method doesn't matter. It's the repetition that starts rewiring your mind. Now, I know some of y'all are watching this and thinking, girl, I want to believe that, but I ain't there yet. And that's okay. There is no shame in starting where you are. I got you. So here are some more gentle affirmations for my ladies who are still learning to believe again. I'm open to things getting better for me. Good things are possible for me. I'm learning to trust the process. I'm becoming someone who expects good outcomes. I'm warming up to the idea that life can be kind to me. I may not fully believe it yet, but I'm willing to try. These are softer, and they meet you where you are. They don't force belief, they build it. Because here's the thing, Gwyneth believes instantly. She out here like, yes, girl. Yes to the blessings. Yes to alignment. Let's go. Dolores is side-eyeing the affirmations like, girl, we'll see. And that's fine, because even trying to believe is a step toward reprogramming your mind. You know, affirmations don't have to feel perfect when you first say them. They don't have to feel exciting, and they don't even have to feel true yet. They work because you're repeating a better story than the one your fear keeps telling you. This isn't about pretending your life is perfect. It's about slowly and gently shifting your belief system so you expect good things instead of bracing for disaster. Because when you expect good things, you notice them, you welcome them, you attract them, you become a magnet for them. So pick the affirmations that feel aligned with where you are right now and speak them daily until they don't feel like affirmations anymore. They feel like your truth. Now let's be clear. Lucky Girl Syndrome is not about sitting around waiting for miracles to fall into your lap. It's about taking inspired action from a place of confidence, expectation, and alignment. You cannot manifest what you're not willing to move toward. You can't call in a blessing while simultaneously hiding from the opportunities that led to it. When you act like the lucky version of yourself, the confident, aligned, that everything is working for me version, your choices naturally shift. You send the email, you apply for the job, you start the business. You walk into the room with your head held high. You say yes to things that scare you a little because you trust yourself. Inspired action is not forced. It's that little nudge, that quiet whisper, that intuitive pull that says, do this, try this, go here, talk to them, start now. And here's the beautiful part. When your mindset is aligned, those nudges become clearer. You stop second guessing yourself. You stop talking yourself out of opportunities. You stop shrinking. Gwyneth energy is what moves with trust. She listens to her intuition. She tries the thing. She takes the step because she believes something good can come from it. Dolores energy, on the other hand, overthinks, doubts, hesitates, and then convinces herself she wasn't meant for the opportunity anyway. And that's why mindset matters so much. Not because mindset magically makes life perfect, but because mindset determines whether you'll act on the opportunities that are meant for you. The universe responds to movement. It responds to faith, not fear. It responds to the version of you who says, if I feel called to do it, I trust that there's a reason. Lucky Girl Syndrome works because you shift from waiting to participating, from hoping to doing, from wishing to aligning. When you combine belief with action, that's when you start experiencing those so-called lucky moments that feel like they came out of nowhere. But really, you created the opening for them. Girl, if you take anything from this video, let it be this. You are the luckiest version of yourself when you believe that everything is working in your favor, even the things that don't make sense yet. Start believing it, start speaking it, and start showing up like it's already yours. 2026 can be your luckiest, most aligned year yet, if you decide it will be. Now girl, if this video spoke to you, don't forget to like it, share it, and comment below one affirmation you're going to start saying today. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're ready to keep elevating your mindset and stepping into your next level, go ahead and watch the video YouTube recommends for you right here on the screen. It's showing up for a reason. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.